Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles magical glimpse of the love coming into your life in 2026. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides just for little glimpses of energy that could be coming your way, that could be coming towards you, what it could feel like, what this person could be like. I do have some charms and initials. I know you guys like that for some clues and evidence. So take this reading as a manifestation if they're not in your life yet. And then at the end, we'll all put it out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide it to us. If you do have someone in your life, maybe you will get a confirmation or just a reminder as to why this person has come into your life. So let's get started. For my singles, I'm very grateful that you're here. Welcome. Say hello. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Hit that like button. Comment below. Claim it. Own it. It's yours. Spirit, I call upon you for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any cross watchers always welcome. Let's start with our Sagittarius. What is it that you have for us today? What is coming towards us? I want little glimpses of love heading into 2026. So let's see what they have. I have a marriage. Okay, I can stop the reading right now. Wedding bells are ringing. So for some of you, it's a commitment. I will commit to somebody this year. The person maybe I'm thinking of will turn into something so much more. I have a disguise. Some elements of this relationship are being hidden. Is somebody ready to take off their mask and reveal their feelings? Are you going to cross a path with someone that you need to have them take down their wall or open up more? So maybe Spirit has something coming like that. I'm rekindling an old flame for some of you, to reignite a romance, or to allow closure. Sometimes people come back into our life and we have a second chance of saying goodbye. You know, sometimes we just didn't have that closure. So that could be happening. And I have reaching out. Somebody is about to reach out. I just felt like I needed to call you around the new year. I needed to say Happy New Year. You know, it's definitely a call, a text, for wishes for a Happy New Year. So somebody who could be in your world, in your mind, they want to make sure. It was almost a feeling of, I have a chance to be with you heading into 2026. And it's going to start with that call, whether they want to spend New Year's Eve with you or they want to make sure they wished you a Happy New Year. Like, next year's going to be better for us. Yeah. So there's this feeling of, it's almost, that's my turning point. That New Year's Eve energy, is a turning point. You know, maybe that's a big deal. I mean, sometimes it's a big deal for a lot of people. It's you know, spending New Year's Eve with the person that you want to be with, and they kiss you, and maybe you both promise each other, you know, we're going to have a good year. So, wow, that was kind of nice. But it was definitely a feeling of, I want to kick off this year with you in my life. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. You know, that it's a sense of kicking off the year with you. I like that. Spirit, please share with me. What are we talking about here? I have a 9 of Wands. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a Page of Cups. I feel like this person has been holding back, and maybe the shift is heading into the new year, seeing where the feelings are going. That this is somebody that you've crossed paths with, Spirit has saying for some of you. They've been holding back. They have been healing old wounds. Maybe they have been struggling with, I'm not quite ready to enter into this union. So maybe this past 6 months or even the past year, you've had some kind of connection with this person, but maybe it just hasn't turned into anything real. And you're like, I'm going to give up on this. I mean, you know, it's not going anywhere. And this person really isn't ready. So this feels like, yeah, I've kind of gone back and forth with this person, and maybe I have been struggling with this connection, but I do feel they're saying a twist of fate. So maybe it's, I want to spend New Year's Eve with you. And maybe we have a real heart-to-heart conversation about, you know, why are we holding back? Why are we not allowing this union? I definitely have desire for you, so that's nice. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a King of Cups. And I have a Five of Pentacles. So this person could be going through other things in their life, and maybe they've been using that as an excuse. Maybe they have been saying, I'm just not in a good place. I have been working on my finances. I have been, you know, trying to fix things, something like that. But I do have a lot of feelings around the energy. I do feel that this person's very much attracted to you. So that feels. Spirit also shared with me that they believe in their heart that over time, their feelings will grow. They probably know themselves pretty well, that they don't fall in love very fast. They have to spend a lot of time with somebody. They have to really get to know somebody. They go through these stages of, I have a crush, then I really like you, then I really care for you. And then, you know, maybe I wake up one day and realize I really do love you, or I'm in love with you. So I do feel like this person knows that about themselves. And so it's the person who knows they've got to invest in a relationship to fall in love with somebody, or to know that they're in love with somebody. So they probably wouldn't be a love bomber. They probably wouldn't be somebody who is expressing their feelings right away, other than, I am very much attracted to you, and I always have been. Spirit's saying they actually are apologizing for pushing you away, that they want you to understand it was either they were trying to save you from them hurting you in some way, or that they didn't want to tie up your time. They didn't want you to feel like you were wasting your time if they weren't going to give it the effort, because they had to work on other things. The twist of fate is more of I have to, turning over a new leaf. They just said, heading into the new year, that yes, I have things I have to work on, but it doesn't mean I can't have it all. It doesn't. And that's probably what you've been saying to them is, you can have both. You can, you know, work on the things that you're working on, and you can, we can have a relationship too. But maybe they thought that they had to just, I don't know, take care of their priorities first, something like that. I have taking a risk. Is it a gamble with this person? Everything's a gamble. I mean, there's no definitive person. You have to be willing to risk your heart. But yeah, I have cold, indifferent, distance. This person has been probably hot and cold maybe for a little while, and very confusing. So, but there's something a lot of energy going on around the new year. So maybe it's turning over a new leaf. Maybe it's, I want to have a better year. You know, I just, maybe they're realizing they were playing too many games, covering up a problem. Maybe they were putting out a fire. Maybe they were cutting strings from something from their past. Maybe they had to, like I said, really take care of some business first. I got to get myself settled in a new house. I got to get a new job. I've got to get some money in the bank. I just got to focus on, you know, taking care of some things. So part of me feels like They had to do that. I got jumpers back here. I have a vacation and I have innocence. I only want you. So a little bit of a, not necessarily right away, but let's go away for a long week. Let's travel together. Let's plan a vacation together. So we could have in 2026 a nice vacation with this person, somewhere warm, floating in a pool, going to a beach, something like that. They're saying innocent. It's not, is it a commitment? Not necessarily. I mean, it's two adults that enjoy each other's company and say, let's go away on a vacation because we are enjoying each other. So it could be something as simple as that. I have a pride. Maybe my pride was taking over, that I didn't like where I am. There's a lot of people who, where they think they should be at this stage in their life isn't in alignment with where they really are. It almost paralyzes them. So if they thought at the age of 40 they'd have a big house and cars and married with kids and money in the bank, and they're nowhere near that, they start to panic thinking they're not ever going to have those things. And then that's all they think about. So that ego kicks in and kind of takes over. So their ego could have affected this connection. It could have come into this union for sure. Spirit, tell me about the personality around this. Is this a good person for us? We want to know. If I'm going to head into the new year with this person, is this person going to be okay? They are filled with love. Maybe that's what you see in them. Beautiful, flexible, a little bit of I'm going to try harder. I'm going to make adjustments. I'm going to make time for you, they're saying. Very magnetic energy. So we are definitely attracted to each other. And there's a part of me that feels like this has been going on for a little while. So for some of you, this could be, something that's already in the works, or if this is coming into your life, there could be some back and forth in the beginning, which I always feel like the beginning is the hardest part anyways. I have introverted, pulling this person out of their shell a little bit to talk about it. I have abundance. That came into me, not necessarily as financial abundance, but that there's kind of this whole world open to us and we could make it into whatever we want it to be. So we don't have to put rules around it, or we don't have to be like everybody else. We can make it work for us. So maybe we have just a different kind of lifestyle that's going to work at this stage in our life. And because of kids or family or responsibility, something like that. I have calm. There is a sense of apology and forgiving. There's a sense of I'm very sorry that I haven't been ready for you, or not that you've been waiting around for them, but they know they didn't take action sooner. And maybe they feel sorry for that. Like, I should have taken action, but I just needed some space and time. Maybe they were, healing from a past relationship. They didn't want to jump into the next thing. Invested. There's definitely a part of me that says I want to put more time into this and be more available. So I will commit to that. I have truthful. And I have fit. Okay, so we've got somebody who's fit. I love it. Spirit, let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are saying. We have first initials, last initials. Let's see. Maybe we'll spell your person's name, something like that. So I have this beautiful bowl of burgundy and gold tiles and Scrabble letters. And we're going to get a nice big handful. And don't worry if you don't see your letters or their letters. They're just a handful of clues. I have the letter A. I have a Z. M. I have an E. W. A, N, another E, an X, M, another A. I have an O, the letter T, the letter O, letter E. I have an H. I have an E, and I have a blank tile. So I always say you can use this as a freebie. Okay, so if you're off one letter, something like that, you can use that. Okay. So those are your letters. Some of you maybe will be surprised that we spelt your name or their name. That's always kind of fun. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? Let's see. What is it that you have for us at this time? I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Two of Pentacles. I have a Ten of Wands. I have a King of Pentacles. This person is making up their mind to put time into this connection. They have admitted to themselves that even if they still have a lot of things that they're working on, that they can do both. It's a feeling of, my life isn't going to shift that soon. It's going to take time. So I might as well be in a loving, caring relationship while I'm doing it. They're saying they're not somebody that's going to drag you down with them. So it has nothing to do with that. It's just they want to be in a better place. They want to be, they'll keep their independence, Spirit saying that they'll keep their, financial independence. Everything will be separate, separate homes, something like that. So they are, but they're making up their mind to put more effort in, even if it means that there's more juggling. They're saying the reward at King of Pentacles is more of an abundance, just in general in life. Like I just want a fuller life. I want a more balanced life. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Swords. Yeah, they're making up their mind. I have a Ten of Pentacles. And I have a High Priestess. You probably will or have had a conversation about, I don't know why you feel like you have to do it alone. Not that it's your job to fix this person, but this person feels like they have to do everything by themselves. Maybe they always have. Maybe they've never had anybody that said, hey, you're not alone in this world. So there's a part of them it's allowing somebody else into their life without them feeling like they're a burden, or I'm codependent now on you, or I can't do it by myself. It's maybe they're listening to you and they're sharing, in their mind that, yes, of course you can be in my life, but I can also be in your life. It's that person who, I might not have a lot of extra money to give, but I have time, I have energy, I have love, I have helpfulness. I will be there for you. I will listen. I will care. I will hold you when you cry. So sometimes it's not about what somebody can give you. It's about what they bring to you. So that's how I feel like this is unfolding. And there's definitely a decision. Somebody is making a big decision to be in this connection. So I would say King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like over time, their feelings are going to be revealed. Their feelings are going to turn into, my feelings for you are real. My feelings for you are, they grew. They're using the word accepting. So I'm accepting this connection. I'm accepting this love, something like that. So let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Okay, so I have this beautiful bowl. Let me just zoom in a little bit brighter. Okay, so this beautiful bowl of charms, and they're my Christmas charms. So I'm trying to use them so that I can take advantage of my new Christmas charms. Okay, so there's a lot of initials in here too. So let's get a scoop and see what they have to say. Okay. Spirit, what do you want us to know? Let's do the letters first. I have letter M. I have a K. I have an X. The letter Z. And I have another Z. Okay. Let me just turn these over, see what I'm feeling. Okay. Hold on, let me get my... Okay, little Santa. Okay, Christmas tree. All right. I'm going to start with this Christmas tree because it almost felt like the person who puts up their tree early and keeps their tree up for a long time. You know, it's well past New Year's. I mean, everybody's got these rules, right? The day after Thanksgiving and then the day after New Year's or New Year's Day, you take it down. So it's well after New Year's, and I feel like this person's become a part of your life. And I feel like it's almost a conversation about, when do you take down your tree? Valentine's Day? And you're just like, I just love my tree. I love looking at it. I love the lights. I hate to take it down. But it felt like they were very at home. The fact that we're talking about the Christmas decorations at your house somehow just felt like they're there. They are there in the house. So that's how that Christmas tree came in. That was nice. I have two wreaths, but they're different. I have a green wreath and I have a white wreath. So they're saying there's differences between you. It could be race. It could be cultural. It could be religion. So there's something that maybe they're not the person that you ever expected to fall in love with. Maybe they're not like anybody that you ever fell in love with. You know, they're just, maybe one has a foreign accent and the other one doesn't. One speaks two languages and the other one doesn't, you know. So there's differences between you, but you're obviously both wreaths. So that feels nice. And I'm going to go with the Santa with the bag, because the Santa with the bag came to me as this person brings a lot of gifts into your life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be material things. It could be just being with them as a gift. Maybe they're a great cook. Maybe they are very doting, you know, they get up and, do you want anything? Can I get you anything? I'm going to stop at the store. Can I get you anything? So this person brings a lot of gifts into your life, is how I feel. So that is definitely a reason to fall in love with them. I have a second Santa, and is this Santa? This Santa has their hands behind their back, is how it looks to me. I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's how it's coming into me. So it was a little bit of there's little mittens there, but it feels like the Santa's kind of has his hands behind his back. Like, I have a little something for you, almost like a surprise. So maybe they do little surprises. Maybe they do bring you things. Maybe they do, I don't know, do, you know, what they can. It's kind of like, I have a little surprise for you, and it's behind their back. So, you know, something clever like that. So that's how that little Santa came in. I have a snowflake. I always see snowflakes as one of a kind. Unique, right? So no two snowflakes are alike. So this person definitely knows that I'm never going to find somebody like you again. And again, this feeling of heading into the new year, I don't want another year to go by and feel like I didn't take advantage of somebody that has been put in my life that's a gift. So this person has made up their mind that they want to start something with you and be in a relationship. I have a bell. I have a, I don't know, the bells will be ringing. Christmas carols. I love playing Christmas carols in the house. There's a little bit of that going on. Even somebody who would have outside decorations, maybe it's somebody in the neighborhood, and then they play outside Christmas music on like a speaker. But for some reason, it's coming into me as more Christmas music than the average person. Like I like on the radio. It could be somebody who works in retail. Also, that right after Thanksgiving, that Christmas music's on. So that's all I'm hearing. I just feel like I'm being bombarded with Christmas music, whether that's something I want or whether it's definitely in my life, like consistently. So something's going on with that with me. Okay, so there is our charms. Those are our charms, and those feel nice. Okay, so let's see when this is all happening. Spirit, do you have a timeline today for us? Do you have any energy around the timing of events for us? What is it that you want me to know? By the end of the day. There you go, the number 46. Okay, so it's happening. It's happening now. Within the next couple of months, the number 43. Maybe we'll see this connection more clearly, starting New Year's Eve, something like that. I have it's worth the time. Yeah, this person's making some changes. They want to put some energy into this. So that feels great. Patience. It's not time yet. So maybe you have been waiting for this person. You're not waiting around, but it would have been nice if they did make a move. It would have been nice if they did something. But I would anticipate that connection definitely around the holidays, definitely heading into like Happy New Year text. They want to have you on the string heading into that next year somehow. 3 months from now, the number 27. So we could be in a totally different place heading into March. March could be also just a month that's important to both of us. Let's see what some feelings are. Spirit, what feelings do you want this connection to? What do we want to know about this connection? What is it that you need us to hear? I can't keep my hands to myself, and I adore every inch of you. So I'm very attracted to you. Maybe they didn't want to hurt you. Maybe they didn't go down that path of we're just going to be, physical, because they didn't want to hurt you. So maybe they backed off. Maybe they respect you too much. I love waking up next to you. Beautiful. I smell your scent even when we're apart. There's not a promise I wouldn't strive to keep. I do feel like this person has a lot to give, and it's genuine and it's from their heart. So I would say that maybe they're not a big gift giver. Maybe they're not going to be going to the jewelry store and buying you diamond bracelets, but they could be showing up at your house with fresh bagels because they know that you like fresh bagels. It could be simple like that. There's something I need to know. Do you want the same thing? I'm ready to level up our relationship. So someone is moving forward heading into 2026. And I think that I would rather have somebody know what they want than jump into something and then turn around and say, oh, I have too much on my plate. I wasn't ready for this. I thought I was ready, but I'm not. So this person did it the right way. They kind of right up front said, I don't think I'm ready. And then they kind of waited it out. And when they feel like they're ready, they're going to try again. And hopefully you are more accepting, or you're accepting, or it's better timing for both of us this time. And things work out for the best, Spirit's saying now. So that feels nice. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. I appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading, go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. I'll put the link in the description below. Check out my other 2 channels here on YouTube that I started here in 2025, Twin Flame channel, Soulmate channel, and a Pick a Card channel. So there's different readings over there, and the links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this reading, my singles, and you'll have lots of other readings heading into the new year. Expect a call for a New Year's Eve, maybe date. We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.